Today is my birthday. Guess how old I am? I'm 40. 40. 40. 40. 40 années. Oh no. 40. 40. 40. I'm so old. Over the hill. Oh. I was looking up free stuff we could get for my birthday. I never do free stuff. I want to get free stuff for my birthday. Hi, Larry. Want to drink some water? That's why my skin stays so, for 40, my skin looks pretty good. I have a couple, because I was using that spray on suntan lotion. So I have a couple of sunspots. But for 40, my skin looks pretty decent, I would say. I would say I look pretty good for 40. Just saying. Went to the gym this morning. Oh man, I had a Dalgona coffee. Look at that. You're probably like, all right, that's got sugar in it. It's got a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of sugar. It's got a teaspoon of instant coffee and a teaspoon of brown sugar. It's not bad. And now I'm going to drink this liter of water. We're going to sit here and I'm going to chat about birthdays. The reason why birthdays are so important is because that is the day that you came to exist in this world. Like, that's the moment. That's like your creation myth. That is your lore. That is when you went from being nothing in this world to something in this world. You came from, you started to exist from nothing into something. That is literally your genesis. That they talk about in the Bible, in the beginning, God said, let there be light. And really what that is it's the birth. You go from a period of darkness when you're inside the womb to light. When you come out of the womb, you exist and you come into light. In the birthing process. It's very traumatic. The birthing process is a traumatic process. One that we don't remember. But one that will affect us our entire lives. That's why you have to celebrate your birthday. No, seriously. Because being born is such an ordeal. It's such an ordeal. Because you think about it, it's like, it's so hard being born. It's so hard being born. Because you go from that comfort of the space of the womb where you're connected to your mother, and then you go to being disconnected, and you have to reconnect in a different way on the outside. And that's why, so many mothers go through postpartum depression and things like that, because they feel it too. They feel that depression of being outside the body. It's a symbiotic relationship. But that's why most kids, when they say who their favorite parent is, it's the mother, because they're so connected to their mother. And they talk about, I always listen to those Zoom meetings with Bob Roth, and he always talks about how we carry what is it? Was it stem cells? Or mothers carry like stem cells of their children inside of them, and that something like that. There's something about like that they carry their DNA inside of them and stuff. And that it's a different bond between a mother and a child than a father and children. That the bond between a mother and a child is a lot stronger than the father and a child, because of the DNA that's shared between the two of them. And that has to do with like immunity processes too. I don't know. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was about, but it was something like that. I'm going to look that up. Let's look it up on Google Scholar. Immunity, mother's DNA from children in womb. Microbial transmission, immunity interactions, and allergy development. Attachment. Fetal PAPCs, pregnancy-associated progenitor cells, begin to cross the placenta in a scheduled manner from early pregnancy and colonize many maternal organs, both in mammals and humans during each pregnancy. Maternal limbic system appears to be colonized with 100% frequency when compared with other maternal organs. Once they arrive in the limbic system, fetal PAPCs differentiate into neural and glial cells, resulting in the formation of new synapses and other maternal neurons. This process is accompanied by major structural neurobiological alterations orchestrated by fetal cells migration into the maternal brain and morphological alterations of the latter occurring during pregnancy appear to confer with an adaptation advantage in motherhood, with the fetus playing surprisingly active role in modulating the mother's ability to love and care for it. So basically, like, fetal cells migrate into the mother's brain and, like, affect, you get baby brain. And creates an attachment style. Makes it so that the mother attaches to the baby. Like baby brain makes, it's called the love shaper. But like it makes it so that you, when you have your baby, it forms an attachment style that like makes it so that you have, it's called the maternal it's where you get your maternal instincts. It makes it so that you want to protect your baby. I don't know. I just totally went on a tangent here. But that's why that's why the birthing process is so difficult, is because you put these cells into your mother's brain, and so they have this attachment style to you. They want to protect you and hold you inside of them. And so the birthing process is like when you leave your mother, it's like you leave that loving care, but all of a sudden you're not in the protection of your mother. And so they have to be like, oh no, I have to protect this thing that's outside of me now. And so they have to like form a new bond in the new way. But like there's like a depression because because they have this like attachment style to the baby that there's like a depression because they got all these like warm, good feelings about having the baby inside of them, that now they don't have that baby inside of them, and then it sucks. I'm just liking birthday messages. You're just hanging out with me as I'm liking all of my messages that I am receiving. Pew, 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 pew. All of the nice people who are kindly being so gentle and loving to me on my birthday. Being so lovely. Larity. Larity's birthday is September 13th. He's a Friday the 13th baby. Or no, is it August 13th or September? It's August 13th. And I got you on November, was it 3rd? Did I get you on November 3rd? Just a few days after Halloween. You were the last one left. All your litter mates had been sold. And you were the last one that they had in there. And they were like, "Are you sure you want this cat? It's a black cat." And I was like, yeah, I want this little shithead. I'll take him. And they were like, all right. Because I love him. I'll take this little feisty guy. I specifically wanted a black cat. Boop. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you enjoyed watching me stumble around looking at scientific articles about maternal mothers and why the birthing process is so difficult. I already said yeah. I wrote a... Do you want to hear my blog article that I wrote? "40 years of living." At 2:26 a.m., if you're an astrologer, I'm a Capricorn sun, Cancer moon, Scorpio rising. Have fun with that. I turned 40 years old and I passed through sleeping, feeling at ease. I watched an astrologer yesterday say that it was supposed to be an oppositional day of misunderstanding, as today was Mars square SQQ Saturn and in Cancer. To me, it means very little because mostly it means what you make of it, which is your own destiny. Though I think automatic behavior can be ruled by the planets, I think, if we're not careful. I believe because it's easy to overcome them. I worked out this morning, but for not for very long. I put in about 15 minutes on the treadmill before I had to use the bathroom. I'm still on my period. If you know, you know. I won't elaborate further. But I went on the standing bike and managed about 25 minutes before my body was like, I really don't have the energy for this today. And I said, okay, body, we'll try again tomorrow. And I went home and I made a Dalgona coffee like it's 2020, and it was delicious. I have perfected the art of Dalgona, a perfect whip without creating any mess, and use as little products as possible. I remember back in 2020, it used to be a whole production to try to make Dalgona. Like I would use bowls and so much coffee and sugar for one little coffee. It was so extra. I have my little office now and it feels cozy. I feel like I can work in here and it feels like home again. I started to work on my master's thesis today and I'm terribly excited. I never do this on my birthday, but I was looking up free stuff that I could get for my birthday, mostly because it's my 40th and I was thinking about stopping a couple places to get a couple freebies, like Bath and Body Works and Ulta for their little makeup kit, and maybe asking my sister if she possibly wants to go to Olive Garden because they have free dessert, because I never think to go to Olive Garden, but it sounds nice. I was checking Facebook and I'm being bombarded by love from all the people I know. It's very sweet. I know my mom is probably really sad she can't talk to me today because we're estranged right now, and I was thinking about her today. And I have been mourning the relationship that it's going through right now, because the relationship with her means a lot of things, and it's like my apartment. I'm reorganizing my life. It's not that I don't love her, and it's not that I missed her if she passed, but all the things that the way things were, the way we interacted was bad, and I didn't like it, and I feel bad when we would interact. I'm saying this because it's one of those days that's really hard when you go into contact with a parent, specifically your mother, because your birthday is a reminder of where you come from, the ultimate act of coming from your mother, so it's bittersweet. Does that get me to talk to her? Unfortunately not. What are good things about being 40? I don't have to put any pretense about being beautiful anymore. I can be ugly if I want to, and fat if I want to, because nobody expects this 40-year-old to be skinny. I've officially entered grandma/old lady territory. I'm perimenopausal. I'm on the tail end of being able to have babies. If I had a baby, I would be a geriatric pregnancy. My eggs are drying up as we speak. Which is funny because I'm on my period as we speak, day 3. At least I'm over the hump of the worst of this period this month. If I turned 40 on day 2, I would eat chocolate in the bathtub and cry. I did cry yesterday, and I emailed Bob Roth about it. How is there a feeling of anxiety that was bubbling? How there was a feeling of anxiety that was bubbling up at my edges from the election certification, Jimmy Carter's funeral, Trump's sentencing, the reminder of the insurrection anniversary, which happened on my birthday 4 years ago. I cried briefly, quietly, for a moment, because nothing is assured, that we too get older and the future is uncertain. But that brought me comfort in the end, because that means good things are coming, because it means that good things can come from a future too, that an unwritten future means that we have the ability to control our destiny and make something wonderful happen. We'll just have to wait to see. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and and I'm certainly going to get a couple freebies today. Sincerely, Ari. I thought that was good. I thought it was a good blog post. Oh, I got a like on it. Oh, my sister just messaged me. I thought she wasn't talking to me. Oh, goodness. It must be really serious. Onward.